tried, I did. I'm not really sure what angle I had last time. I'm sorry I'm late. Let me go grab the mat. Actually, I'll be right back. I'm losing my mind. You need that, Will. Okay. I think. Hi, everybody. I feel like I look a lot rougher than I feel. I apologize. I almost want to go change my shirt. I didn't want to change my shirt because the shirt that I'm gonna wear, I didn't want to get it like sweaty. And I was like, well, this is a good shirt to move around in, but like now that I'm looking at it, I look like I just like rolled out of bed. I'm gonna go change my shirt real quick. This shirt is a fire shirt though, if you're wondering what it says. It says war backwards. No, it says RAR. And I got it in Amsterdam, and it was so funny when I found it. I was like, this is a shirt I want to own. I'm gonna go change my shirt real quick, and then I'll be right back. I apologize for the delay, but I don't want to do like a janky stream for no reason, especially since going to my room does not require me going up the stairs. I will be able to just think quickly about what to put on. I'm slowly getting organized. I'll talk about that once I get settled in. But yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab a shirt and then I will. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully this will do. Again, I apologize for the weird angle. I have so much of the floor on this side open. Not really that much though. Hi. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Nasty. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm going to be doing a yoga flow because as much as I need and enjoy my deep hip stretch, and I do mean stretch with no S because I wasn't really doing a lot of stretching the last like month or so when I was moving. I'm like, man, I'm not as mobile as I need to be as far as like agility and just like range goes for me, for my comfort level. So I'm gonna have to push myself a little bit and not just do what feels good, because obviously if I just sit there, it's gonna feel good, but it's gonna be a really boring stream and it's not really gonna help anything else. And this is about wellness as a whole, not just for the hips. So I'm gonna be doing a yoga flow, and it's going to be a timed flow, 2 minutes per asana, which if you don't know what an asana is, it's just the pose that you're holding. Can you hear her eating? I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, hopefully my phone doesn't fall. I try to I don't remember adjusting it in any way. I've been leaving it the same height for my TikToks. I didn't want to change the height, so I was like, the height's gotta be the same. And I went to adjust it, and I'm like, why does it look so low? I don't know why it looks so low, but that's just what it's gonna be. Again, I'm sorry about that. But 2 minutes per pose, 2 minutes per asana. I'm gonna start standing, but that was my plan, was to start standing. But now that I'm gonna be cut off, I don't know if that's even a good idea. I'm kind of just trying to do a little bit of mobility to just get warmed up before I really start getting in there. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Overall, trying to get more active. I did decide, well, so the way my brain works right now is everything has to have a spot. It's like how I live. Since I was like still living with my parents, like my room, I had to know where everything was, everything had a spot. And like, it sounds like, you know, back in the day they had that show like on MTV, and it was like people's like OCD or something. I don't remember what it was, but like I remember watching one where somebody had like OCD and they're like doing weird things, and it's like, that's not, I don't think it's OCD to expect everything to have a place. Therefore, when it's not where it needs to be, you know exactly where it needs to go. Is that weird? Like, I don't know if that's a thing that people don't know. Because I teach these things to middle schoolers. Like, I don't teach intro to kitchens and home in high school, because it's kind of like a given. I don't know where I was going with this. I don't know where I was going with this. Let me just go ahead. Let me just stop talking. I'm ranting a little bit. For no reason either. How's your day going, everybody? All tooty. I appreciate you though. It's better than, you know, the randos that just looked at me from across the window but didn't actually log in. Rudes. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say, and this is why I'm saying it. You can't see what I can see, but basically I'm at ground zero in my flat, and my room is pretty much done. I kind of stopped making my bed, I'm not gonna lie. I got like all the way around. It took me, I thought it was gonna take me like 2 hours tops. It took me, I don't even want to say how long it took me because it took me so long. And by that point I was like, this is dumb, like I don't even care to finish it because I can sleep on the couch, I don't care. And so I just kind of like tucked it away, and I'm like, I need to fix it, but I don't, like I just have to like pull all the pillows off the bed, and you know, it's just something that's probably only going to take me like an hour at most if I time it. I'm trying to time myself. I'm getting to the timing thing. Okay, this is me not on medications and recognizing that I have to manage my time well, because I'm not going to be able to execute 100% of the things that I think of that day. But yeah, so I'm sitting at ground zero, and ground zero right now is boxes full of books, a armoire that I am not keeping, but it's there because it's kind of holding things up. And honestly, like, I don't know, I didn't have another plan. I was just like, I'll just bring what I have and see what goes. But I have ordered 2 bookshelves. I don't know what they're gonna look like, so I could get them and they could be ugly, and then I could just not even end up using them at all. Or I'm kind of worried, I didn't measure them. I'm kind of worried they're not gonna fit. I should have measured them. Whatever. I care more about having enough space for them than I do about maintaining what I have already set up. The only thing that's gonna stay is the pole, but even the pole needs to get fixed. So, yeah. And the cow rug. My cow rug. And the mirror that's over there. Yeah, pretty much everything. Yeah, there's a couple things that have like a spot for sure. Everything else is like debatable. So yeah, bookshelves is gonna be the next priority. And then once the books are up, my mental will be like clear. Cause right now it's like you look at your phone, and you know your phone is always the same when you open it, unless you move it before you close it. So if you open your phone and it's all moved and all your apps and widgets and everything are all in different spots, you're gonna be like, oh shit, like you're gonna be like messed up. You might not even notice right away. You might just like go straight on like autopilot to what you would normally do, and then halfway through be like, what the fuck am I even looking at? That's how my brain works in everything in my house. And so it's like, I can not be in my room right now and still know exactly what it looks like and exactly where everything is. And if my brain can walk through the space and know where everything is and be like, yeah, that has a spot, I know where that is. It's not the best place, but at least I know clearly where it is, you know. But in here, no. In here, that is not the case. In here, it's ground zero. And honestly, was there something under ground zero? Because was the Twin Towers, did they have an underground? They had to have had a parking structure underneath there of something, because that's how I feel like my storage unit is. Like my storage unit, I was doing a really good job. I put on the candle too. Okay, good. Let me turn this way. Yeah, so my storage unit at first, like, it was so big. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have so much room. Like, I don't even care. I started putting stuff up against the walls flat. It was boxes, and it was easy. And then the movers didn't do the moving to my standard. You know, whatever. So now I have it as this freaking couch, the couch that was in the studio before, that I'm now going to have to put into the storage unit. So I have to rearrange it. And I already don't know really what's in there because I was just kind of like, yeah, who cares? I have so much space. But now I actually have to care. So I literally have to do that at some point. The good news is, oh, that wasn't 2 minutes, was it? Oh boy, this is only 2 minutes. Watching the clock. The good news is I have it already taken it out of the studio and I put it in my car. So like it's literally just a matter of me being like, okay, I'm leaving my house. My only other option is to take it out of the car, you know? And my storage unit, thankfully, is really accessible, so I won't have to worry about it being like too much of a struggle to get it going. Which is honestly like the only reason why I kept it as much as I have. Like it's a classroom couch. I got it for classroom, you know, or it's for a classroom. I've kept it for my classroom. But but it's also really, really light and like easy to move around. So I don't feel like I'm moving like a love seat, even though it's like love seat size, because it's just so light and it folds. You know, you saw it. You saw it. Oh, how long was that? Damn, that wasn't even a minute. That was only like a minute and a half. So let me just see. This is me getting like being in this space right here. I don't sit in here. This is like, ugh. And honestly, like a lot of the stuff in here is really just projects that once I do it, it'll be done. But it's like all of my pillows, for example, I'm gonna keep my pillows. They're on the couch. That's a good thing. There's a shit ton of pillows, like a lot. And I don't like the color of them anymore because they're, you know, the ones that were in the studio, the white and black ones. So yeah, it's like I'm gonna have to get fabric to cover them. Which making pillows is easy, but sourcing fabric and then covering every single pillow, it's gonna be time consuming. So it's not gonna happen, like, it's not gonna be something I can do today or tomorrow or even in like a week. It's gonna take a while. Okay, hold. I'm trying to like look like I'm straight on the mat without my crotch hanging out in the camera. How is everybody? What's the day? Today's Thursday. Yeah. She's like trotting around. I think she likes it here. I know for sure the first time I left her here by herself, which, I mean, she lives here, I have to do it, but she barked a lot, I know, because I have a camera, and that's unfortunate, but she did eventually go to sleep, and once she sleeps, that was still only like a minute and a half. Once she sleeps for like hours, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's like getting her to be like, cause she thinks I'm just like in a room with the door locked somewhere. And she's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm actually not there. And anyway. Now she just curls up pretty much anywhere. And I don't know if it's because she's getting older, because she started doing this when I was before I was moving out, just like sleeping longer, but she hasn't been following me like a panic mode like she did in the other place, and I honestly think it's because of the stairs. Like, I think the stairs were like a really big stressor for her that I didn't really even consider like that, because she could physically do the stairs. Like, the stairs are like, we would climb mountains. Like, she climbed mountains. I never carried her. Like, she'd climb mountains. I'm not worried about the stairs, but apparently she was, because yeah, I'll be like all the way, like the bathroom is like on the other side, so I'll be like all the way on the other side of like the room, like way over here, and you can't hear me, you can't see me, and she just chill. She would never let me do that, even in like just going from my room to like the downstairs bathroom and then back up, like she would be like, no, where are you going? What? So but yeah, I have so many things to do. Everything's been taking me way longer than I thought it was gonna take me. And honestly, like, I don't know how many of you are procrastinators. I'm not gonna say that I don't really, I don't say I believe that I'm a procrastinator because I think like as long as you get it done, you got it done, and like you just have like your standard of what you were hoping for. But I do feel like when I don't have a deadline, things take me longer. Cause I'm like, like if I had a like full on schedule and it was like you only have like 4 hours a day to work on your place, I would probably be done already, with the exception of like the stuff that's just not arrived. Just because it's like, okay, I know I need to do this for 4 hours. What can I get done this amount of time and like divvy it out? But now it's kind of like I walk into one of the rooms and I'm like, what looks like it's calling my attention today? So yesterday I did like all of the I did my pantry, and yeah, I started spray painting, and that is gonna take a very long time because it's been raining, and normally if it's not raining I could just lay everything out and spray and let it dry, but I only have like a tiny little covering over the patio portion, and then the rest of the backyard is open, so I can only do a little bit at a time. And then I tried to do a little bit at a time yesterday, thinking I'd be okay, and I came back and it was windy and leaves had blown all over my shit. So I wasted spray paint because I'm gonna have to freaking sand it down and like redo it. And it's not even worth that much money. Like all my projects that are supposed to be like, honestly, like, cause I'm in a freaking rental. I'm not allowed to paint. Like, I'm not allowed to like change anything major. So shouldn't do like whatever I can do. Oh my gosh, how long was that? I need to do this side. I'm getting chubby, you guys. I know what you're thinking. It's the winter time. But the moment you notice is the moment your body is saying, this is you doing something about it. That's your body talking to you. With the moment you notice is the moment you need to do something about it. That's your body talking to you. If you just go, oh, I'm getting a little thicker, I'll do something about that soon. No. Your body just told you to do something about it right then and there. Last night, actually, I was going to stream it, but I was like, this would be really weird because it was like 4 a.m. or like 3 a.m. But I ended up doing stretches on the wall. It was pretty nice. It would have been a boring stream, honestly. I would have just been talking and like not moving at all. What did I do? I did hip, like, what are those ones? The straddles on the wall. I did gravitational pull straddles 6. On the wall. And it felt really nice. I actually wanted to sleep on the floor last night, and I almost did, but then I got cold and I needed to get a blanket, and when I got up to get my blanket, I got in the bed, and then I just stayed in the bed. Okay. But yeah. This is like, I'm glad that I'm timing this because I can tell that if I wasn't timing this, I would be jumping like 30 seconds and I'd be like, that was 2 minutes. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I was gonna put music on. I have yet to connect this phone to Wi-Fi. So let's see if I can figure it out. Damn, Shorty. My phone doesn't even recognize. That's rude. Okay. Is the Wi-Fi connected? It is connected. Let's go. Okay, I've been wanting to listen to. Yesterday I was listening to Tycho. I was listening to I think I said some Tycho on. Hopefully this isn't gonna get TOS because it's Burning Man. Okay. Are you doing my hips popping? It's crazy. Alright. So I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna try and set the two. Sinking lower. Honestly, this is tightest on my ankles. Not even my hips, my ankles. I have been like sleeping in the most weird position. Honestly, I love Taika and everything, but this is a little bit of a fast BPM for me. I was expecting something a little more mellow. I'll change it after this stretch. 2 minutes per stretch, in case you're wondering. might seem awkward, but effective stretching, especially when you want to do it, deep stretches, gotta hold it for over a minute. Okay. I need... What's this? I'll do that one this way so you can see the camel. Not the camel toe. I don't think that was 2 minutes. slipping. It should not be hard. No, back nose. I am slipping. I was slipping.
I was gonna keep going, but I ran out of mat.
You can't see the clock.
I don't know what that was. Sorry, I got kind of carried away. Copyright for this. It was supposed to be live, but this sounds like a standard. Oh my gosh, she's literally playing. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I lied, I know this is. Okay, what was I doing? I'm way too lunch. Ah, Charlie horse. Charlie horse. I knocked the toe socks off of me. Look at my pinky toe. Oh my goodness. Okay. anything else I wanted to do for? Yes. Did I do this already? Did I already do this? I'm gonna do it again if I didn't. If I did. I'm just gonna get in these last two. And then I'll call it. Because like I said, I did a lot of stretching last night. Not like intense movement, just holding it for a really, really long time. I don't know what it is, but something about this gravity doing the work that you just get up and you're like, oh. I could literally feel like I could fall asleep like that. Like I was like, I could just, let me just grab it. I should have just literally stayed there. Because I didn't need to get a blanket. I was fine how I was. But I was like, you know what? Like, if I have a blanket, then I'll really be good. The good stretches. I'm going to try and do deep stretching on the wall every day. Obviously, I'm not going to stream that or TikTok that or anything like that. So, nothing interesting to see. It's literally just me laying with my legs up against the wall until I get bored. And by bored, I mean like some like urge to move, basically. Okay, I don't really want to stop stuff, but I got some shit I gotta do in the schedule I have to stick to for today. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to end stream early. And by early, I mean on time, but short, since I started late. Yeah, I'm still trying to get back into the swing of everything right now. So I apologize for the schedule not being very consistent. I didn't stream on Monday. My plan was to stream on Monday, and then I didn't go to sleep until like daylight, and I was like, I'm not gonna wake myself up just to stream, tired. And then when I did finally wake up, it was like so far past stream time. I was like, whatever. So yeah. But yeah, so my goal was to stream according to the schedule that I have posted. So, and again, I'm sorry with the move and everything. It's been a little bit unpredictable, but things are getting better. Like I said, at least I have this space for TikToks now. None of my spaces are done. None of them. My pantry is like the closest thing to being done, and that is because I actually don't have any food. And I don't say I don't have food. I have food that I brought from my place, but I didn't bring anything new in, so it's kind of just like not a lot to worry about right now. Which is good, because I don't want to, like, I'm kind of, now that I'm in a smaller space, now that I'm in a smaller space, I also want to be better about what I'm buying, as far as food, because I don't want to just, like, I don't have as big of a refrigerator. My refrigerator is smaller, my freezer is smaller, my pantry is smaller, so, and my cabinets are smaller, so it's like, I have to think about, like I said before, going to Costco, like, do I even have the ability to go to Costco right now? Like, honestly, not really. I'm fully stocked on paper towels and toilet paper, which takes up a lot of space anyway, but fully stocked on that, so that's not a big problem. But yeah, a lot of Costco stuff just takes up space that's like, even if I can find a place to put it, I don't want to have to put that like mental stress on myself right now to just like even have one more thing to think about, like organizing or like bringing in. Like honestly, I feel like I'm at the point now where I'm like, I don't want to bring anything else in. Like I just want to take stuff out, like this couch. But yeah. Still have to have furniture to organize the books. So that is the plan, everybody. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Perfect. I was gonna say perfect timing, and then right when I said that, I like switched to the next one, which was really loud, and you heard it all, and then I narrated it after the fact. Yeah, this is me, just so you can see, everybody. I am not mentally unstable. I do not want to kill myself or anyone else. In fact, my wish is world peace, everybody. World peace. Can we get world peace in the house? World peace. Yeah, I just kind of feel like with there being so many things I need to do, the amount of lists I've written down, I've got like a notebook that I started, and I can't even really remember what I wrote in there at this point, because it just got to the point where I'm like, if I don't start writing these things down, I'm gonna start forgetting what I thought I remembered, and I can't remember because I didn't write down. You know, so it's like I'm getting to the point where I have a pile of lists, and my pile of lists is going to become a list that I consolidate. I like got an urge to do budget because I've been spending a ton of money on moving, and I didn't really like pay attention to it because I'm just like, whatever, like it's stuff I have to buy, so I'm not gonna be like, should I, like, bitch. But yeah, as I like looked at my budget, I'm just like, man, like I don't think I've been budgeting very well, so I'm gonna have to go through and like double check everything. And then I have like a piece of furniture that I got from Amazon, and I was having issues with my packages when I first was moving in. They said they would deliver it. FedEx was like, you can pick it up. I'm like, yeah, I can pick it up. And there was the holidays and everything was going on, right? I was moving, so I didn't pick it up. So that was like 2 weeks ago. And I don't know, they have to still have it, right? They can't just throw it away. But like, I don't want it anymore. And when I go on Amazon to see what happened with my package, it says that it's delivered. When you look at the confirmation, it says as FedEx, and FedEx is just like, it's resting. I don't know, I haven't gone that far because I'm just like, I already know. But yeah, so I have to do that. But again, I just don't want to, I don't even want to bring it, I don't want to pick it up. I want to be able to just call them and be like, can you send it back? But even that is something I need to write down that I haven't written down yet. See, need to add something else to my list. Things to write down. Yeah, I don't know. I had to put one of my big plants outside because my place is obviously smaller and my plants are freaking huge because my last place had really, really tall ceilings and a lot of windows, and they just aren't gonna survive in here because there's just literally not enough windows. Like I had like an abnormal amount of windows. So now I have an abnormal amount of large plants. And they're all I grew them myself, and so I feel very bad. But like, I don't know what to do because it will die inside and it'll look like there's nowhere for this thing to be. Like I try to put it just like right here in the corner where, I don't know if you can see, no you can't, there's like 3 other large plants here, like medium-ish large size plants, like 4 foot. And the other one was bigger than all of them together. And it blocked the door. And this is the biggest window, because it's a sliding window. So I was like, okay, I gotta put it outside. And like, I heard that I don't know what kind of plant it is. But I heard that they're supposed to be outside at some point. Because they are so big, but they're tropical big plants. Like, I bought it in Washington, so why would they give me a plant that can't survive in Washington? I don't know. So I put it outside, and the biggest leaf that was literally like 7 feet tall freaking snapped. And it's like, like, the biggest one. Oh, it's so sad. And it's just like, I think it's the heavy rain. Like, I think it's just getting too saturated. And like the stem just like, I don't know, and the wind. And there's a lot of birds, which I really appreciate. There's squirrels. And there's a cat. There's a little resident kitty that's been walking around. It's got a collar on. It reminds me of the cat from Space Jam, or from Men in Black. You know, the little. May or may not be a drone on the cat. A little spy cam. That'd be funny. I don't know how I've gotten to this point, but I'm not even stretching. I'm just sitting here rambling, looking out the window, talking about the critters. But yeah, I got some shit to do, so I gotta get going. But I plan to be back, so thank you for being here. I hope you were able to stretch with me. If you weren't, I hope you were able to stretch eventually, get something out of this. And I will see you, I don't know, hopefully on Sunday.